This week we have 2 more planets moving into humanitarian Aquarius. Both Mars and Venus will join the Sun, Pluto, and Mercury in this electrical sign of the zodiac. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new weekly intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, February 12th through Sunday, February 18th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here with the weekly intuitive energy forecast. So for this week's reading, we're going to be using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti for the main message for the collective. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Lantern Oracle deck, and this one is by Angelina Mirabito. Okay, so before we get into looking at the astrology for the week or the stones of choice even, we're going to be doing an empowered moment. So if you sit, recline, stand, lay down, whatever's most appropriate for you in this moment, and just close your eyes for a few minutes here and relax your body. Clear your mind of all thoughts and focus on your breathing and on your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And with each inhale and exhale, you're becoming more grounded, feeling more centered, and more at peace. Visualizing all around you this beautiful golden white light of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and guidance. This is God's source energy universe, all that is. Let's all take a deep, intentional breath and breathe in that unconditionally loving golden white light, breathing it into every cell of our bodies. And as you exhale, you're letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. And now we're going to visualize a grounding cord coming out of our root chakras and traveling down deep through the layers of Earth Mother Gaia, connecting to her crystalline heart chakra in the center of the earth. And this is much needed as we have a lot of Aquarian energy this week going on, which can bring an electrical feeling of being scattered and ungrounded. Can bring in this feeling of feeling a little nervous or anxious. So this grounding cord connecting to Earth Mother Gaia's crystalline heart center is going to provide the much needed nourishment and healing that we need to keep our 2 feet firmly planted on the earth. Let's breathe in and up through that grounding cord, Earth Mother Gaia's grounding, nurturing, calming, healing energies. It travels all the way up through your grounding cord and into your root chakra. And as you exhale, it's being dispersed throughout all of your energy bodies, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Balancing all of your chakras. Bringing in a sense of peace and balance. And this week we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars at some point, Pluto, all in this sign of humanitarian Aquarius. And Aquarius rules a future-oriented kind of energy And it's okay to envision the future, your dreams, your goals, but it's also necessary to be in the present moment in order to take action steps in the now without fully projecting too far out into the future. So let's breathe in the intention that we're grounded in the here and the now, while at the same time envisioning future potential, future opportunities, future goals, and future dreams. Breathe in deeply, breathing in the intention of being in the present moment and taking present moment actions and making present moment decisions regarding the next steps forward on your path. And let's take one last deep, healing, balancing breath. And as you exhale, and when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. And let's get ready to look at our stones of choice for that special message card a little bit later. So the first stone of choice is lemon quartz. This is lemon quartz, and this increases joy and hope. It helps to aid with our concentration and our memory, so it helps our mind. And it activates, of course, the solar plexus chakra, that center of personal power and confidence and courage. And with the activation of the solar plexus chakra, it assists with bringing in money and assistance to us. Okay, and our second stone of choice. This is blue opal. Blue opal, and this activates the throat and ear chakras. So it opens us up to all levels of communication, thought, ideas, and some of that opening up to all levels of communication is opening up the communication to the spiritual realm, to our angels and guides, the heavenly assistants. This is going to help with our clairaudience or clear hearing, which is those ear chakras, and it's going to, with that throat chakra connection, help to assist us with channeling. And that channeling can be through automatic writing, but it can also be through speaking your truth and just bringing forth higher information and knowledge and wisdom from the higher spheres and be able to speak that and share that information through the throat chakra. And then our last stone of choice, this might be one that you haven't heard of. It's called Vesuvianite. Vesuvianite. And this aligns our solar plexus and our heart chakras. So it helps to balance and align the solar plexus chakra of confidence, courage, willpower, and action with the heart chakra of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and just being kind of authentic and coming from the heart. Okay, so our actions here can come from the heart, which is a good place for them to come from. So it's aligning the will and the heart. It encourages enthusiasm for life and the courage to change if there's changes needed to make. It also helps us find our true path, and it helps us to link up and align with our higher selves. So again, our stones of choice are the lemon quartz, the blue opal, and the Vesuvianite. Okay, so let's put those aside and let's talk about the astrology of this week. So much Aquarian energy going on, right? Pluto, a little while ago, went into Aquarius. It's going to be there for about the next 20 years, except for one last little revisit to Capricorn this fall for about 3 months. But Pluto is that death, rebirth, transformation, regeneration, and it's really kind of assisting in this process of moving to a higher dimensional paradigm of energy. And then, of course, we already have the sun, which rules our personality, our identity, the way we shine our light. That's already in humanitarian Aquarius. Mercury, just as of last week, Mercury rules the mind, the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, communications, perceptions. That went into Aquarius. This week we have Mars and Venus, which we can consider Mars and Venus the lovers, right? Mars is the masculine energy, take charge, willpower, make things happen, charge ahead. He's the warrior. And Venus is that planet of love and social ease and harmony and connection and really connecting with others. But she also rules the financial realm, the realm of our personal resources, money. She rules our values, and she rules how we value ourselves. So Mars is going into Aquarius on Monday the 12th this week, and Mars will stay in Aquarius until March 22nd. Venus is moving into Aquarius on Friday the 16th this week and will stay in Aquarius until March 11th. So the interesting thing about this is because Pluto is still at the 0-degree point of Aquarius, both Mars and Venus this week are going to connect with Pluto. Death and rebirth, power, transformation, transition energies with that Pluto energy, very powerful, transformative energies. Tuesday the 13th is when Mars connects with Pluto. So the day after Mars moves into Aquarius on the 12th, he connects with Pluto on the 13th. Now, Pluto rules Scorpio energies, right? The energy of the shadow, the energy of what's hidden, the energy that rules deep emotional underpinnings, and Mars also rules Scorpio. So in ancient astrology, before Pluto was discovered, which was 1930, Mars ruled Scorpio. So we have these two planets ruling this scorpionic energy that are coming together on Tuesday, and it should be quite powerful. Now they're both in Aquarius, so the power is in that mental realm because Aquarius is an air sign. But out of all the air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Aquarius is that higher mind, the connection to the God mind. And so this energy is almost on this higher mental body level, and it's going to pack a powerful punch. So great revelations and great aha moments and great new insights can really come with this Mars connecting with Pluto on Tuesday. And of course, you might feel it before and you might feel it a day or so after, but this is some powerful transformative energies. And of course, because Aquarius rules the future, in a sense, right? Our future hopes, dreams, visions for the future. Mars is an activator planet, so Mars could activate some powerful transformation in regards to a future vision or dream that you have. Now, on Friday, when Venus moves into Aquarius, there's also one other aspect that day. On Friday, Mercury, that ruler of the mental realm, is in Aquarius and in a challenging connection to Uranus, the Great Awakener, who is the normal planet that rules Aquarius. But Uranus is in Taurus. Taurus is fixed, stubborn energy, but Aquarius is fixed, stubborn energy as well. So there's going to be some real kind of challenging maybe revelation or challenging communication or challenging message or insight that comes into play around that time, Friday, give or take, when those two planets connect with each other. On Saturday, Venus, still at the 0-degree point of Aquarius, connects with Pluto at 0 degrees Aquarius. So now again, there's this powerful transformation, maybe not quite as potent as when Mars connects with Pluto, because Venus is a softer, feminine energy, but there still could be transformation in regards to money and finances, in regards to our values, what we value, how we're valuing ourselves. There could be transformation in different types of relationships. And again, this is about a future potential. This is about big changes that are possibly occurring and happening. So Aquarius overall, right, all this Aquarius energy, Aquarius rules liberation and freedom and independence and and expecting the unexpected. So all this week, with all of this Aquarian energy, we might also want to expect the unexpected, and we're going to feel on the edge of our seats, wanting to liberate ourselves or free ourselves or redirect our lives in some way to move out of stagnant energies or out of situations and circumstances where we feel kind of held back or repressed. We are going to want to set ourselves free, right? And then on Sunday the 18th, we start to very slowly have a transition into Pisces energy. On Sunday the 18th this week, the sun is moving into Pisces, where of course it stays for about a month until March 19th. So, this starts our slow transition into Pisces season, but for right now, we're going to have quite a few planets yet for a while in Aquarius. Of course, when the sun on Sunday moves into Pisces, we might feel a little shift because Pisces is more of that intuitive, empathic, connected to the spiritual realm water sign, and it's more flowing. It's not as fixed and stubborn as Aquarius. It's more mutable and flowing and changeable, and Pisces deals with unconditional love and compassion. So wherever we might have a sticking point with all this Aquarius energy, we might start to open up our heart chakra to unconditional love as the sun moves into and highlights that Piscean energy, mostly starting, by next week, since it doesn't move in there until Sunday, to where we start to really connect with the idea of unconditional love, compassion, healing, forgiveness, trusting and having faith in divine timing and in the divine plan for ourselves and whatnot. But with the earlier part of the week, definitely use that to your advantage in making plans and having a strategy and visualizing your goals and dreams, because Aquarius is good at envisioning that and also in kind of the preparation for the future steps needed to be taken in order to make those goals, dreams, and visions to come true. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cards that came out for the week. Okay, so we turn over the first card. We have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands. Wands is all about the spiritual realm, fire, passion, inspiration, creative energy. And this one is ruled by, this one has astrology in it. It has the sun, the icon for the sun, in Aries. So we have a sun in Aries kind of energy going on. The sun is, again, how we're currently shining our light. So this is suggesting, and even though the sun is in Aquarius, right? But it's going to have that fiery, passionate, new beginnings, take action, initiate new steps kind of feeling to it, because that's what Aries is all about. It's leadership, it's confidence, and it's courage. And that goes well with the Wands suit here. Confidence, passion, creative, inspirational energy, the courage to move forward. Now, the Three of Wands comes after the Two of Wands. Normally, the Two of Wands is like envisioning two potential paths. Like, do I go down this road or do I go down that road? Do I stay where I'm at or do I initiate this new kind of path forward? The Three of Wands is taking it to the next step. The Three of Wands is now some sort of initiated action towards one of those paths. And so you can kind of see that with the sun being in Aries, an activation sort of sign of the zodiac of new beginnings and initiation, planting new seeds. But this person has taken some sort of action, envisioning his goal. His ship is starting to sail. Either his ship is coming in to deliver the goods, deliver the blessings, or his ship, he's kind of taken an action to kind of initiate the setting of that sail of that ship forward and moving forward in some way, shape, or form. The number 3 is about creative expansion. So there's some sort of creative expansion going on here with this spiritual, inspirational energy and the taking of the action steps to move forward in some way on your path. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. Card number 2. This is Major Arcana 20. This is the Judgment card. This is powerful energy. Talk about Mars connecting with Pluto, Venus connecting with Pluto, and it's ruled by Pluto. Look at that. So the Judgment card is ruled by Pluto. So we're talking about death and rebirth energies, change, transformation, regeneration, renewal, transmutation. It's eliminating, those old energies that are maybe no longer aligned with our truth so that we can move forward. This is kind of like a call to the soul. Usually the traditional Judgment tarot card shows Archangel Gabriel blowing his trumpet, calling the soul to attention, or giving you some sort of sign, symbol, message, or need to pay attention to something. So we're needing to pay attention to the transformation that our own selves are going through and the transformation that our lives might be going through. We've got a beautiful angel or archangel up here at the top, looking very peaceful, third eye chakra with that clear vision, clairvoyance kind of lit up. We've got the beautiful golden angel wings, so we know there's divine guidance and divine timing at work. We've got two more male or masculine figures holding this kind of hoop, which we might call maybe a portal of energy. And within this portal of energy, you can see where it kind of comes right down here and then goes all the way up and around this angel. But it's all kind of lit up with that solar plexus chakra, golden yellow energy, confidence, courage, willpower, taking action, taking charge of your life, being a leader, right? And so that solar plexus chakra energy is really lit up right now. And then we've got these other figures down here that are kind of like floating in space, and they're more of a divine feminine nature. They got these curvy bodies. And so it's like we've got the masculine and we've got the feminine, and we need to balance both of those. We need to balance the confidence, courage, and taking action with the going with the flow, with the trust, with the faith, with the allowing for divine timing. Now, these almost look like soul aspects that are seemingly trying to rise up, rise into this transformative energy and not get pulled down into something lower emotions, lower feelings, lower thoughts, perceptions, or belief systems, or even a lower way of living circumstantially, whatever's going on in situations in your life. Maybe it's time to kind of rise above certain situations and rise above certain energies into more of this glorious, sunny potential that's being shown up here. So there's a lot going on in the symbology here with this Judgment card. Listen to what your soul is saying. Remember Archangel Gabriel's trumpet calling the soul to attention. What is it that your higher soul self, what is it that your soul wants to do next? Or where does it want to go next? What does it want to experience next? And we have to rise above the old in order to get to what maybe the next steps are and go through this huge transformation in the process. All right, let's take a look at the last card. The last card is the Ace of Swords. So the ace is about new beginnings. Aces are always about new beginnings. And the suit of swords is the suit of the mental realm. So again, we have a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving, a new way maybe of communicating. Maybe we've had some struggles with communication in the past with people, and we're finding a new way to express ourselves with our words. But again, we're also having new ideas and new thoughts and new ways of perceiving maybe what's going on in our lives, or new ways of perceiving ourselves even. And you can see this sword here, right? And it's got this kind of sunshine, rays of sun kind of hitting it and shining off of it. To me, it feels like crystal clear clarity. It feels like something is being highlighted. Something is being made clear to us. And here we've got a a figure here with angel wings. And so maybe there's some divine inspiration there with all that Aquarius energy. Aquarius rules that claircognizance, where we're just having insights and epiphanies and downloads of higher information. And that's what it feels like. It's coming from the higher realms, the angelic realm or above. But this angel with actually two sets of wings, we've got the larger wings here, and then we've got these smaller wings here. And the smaller wings are in alignment with the throat chakra, which the Suit of Swords, right? Communication would kind of activate. But we also have this like a helm or helmet kind of going on here. So again, it's highlighting that crown chakra of higher thought, higher vision, higher ideas, higher information that's coming through. So a lot going on in all of these cards. You can see a little bit of cloudiness down here, but as you move up, so this is kind of like the lower mind, the ego mind, right? Can sometimes get confused and cloudy and unsure. But as we rise into our higher soul selves and we rise into those higher realms of connection, things become more clear. There's no more clouds up here. So now we have, again, more of this clarity. Wow. So let's go ahead and take a look at the message from your angels and guides, depending on your stone of choice. So that first stone of choice was the lemon quartz, right? So we're going to give this a little shuffle and looking for the special message for lemon quartz. I'm just trying to tune my mind in here into the more right-brained intuitive rather than the left-brain logical. All right, lemon quartz people, special message for lemon quartz. This one, as I opened my eyes, was sticking right up. And it says transitions. Well, that's definitely a Pluto keyword, transition. It goes with transformation, right, and change. And it actually says on the card, you have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges are on your path. Again, you have all of the inner resources that you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So inner resources, strength, confidence, stick-to-itiveness, persistence, determination, right? The courage. You have all of those inner resources, but I'm going to add to this that you also have the resources of the universe, the cosmos, and that those higher realms, right? The higher wisdom of those spiritual helpers on the higher realms, I believe, also are helping you with whatever transition is taking place. It might be a situation, a circumstance, a relationship. It might be transition energies within yourself, with your belief systems, your perceptions. It could be on a physical body level, emotional body, mental body. So there's a lot of different ways that the transition card could show up. This figure here, it almost looks like this figure is like, resting, sleeping, dreaming even. So I would say pay attention to your dream time. There could be some kind of powerful insights or powerful healing that's coming through the dream time right now. I know that my dream time, as soon as Pluto went into Aquarius, I've been having a highly active dream time state, and not always fun and rainbows. There's a lot of things that are being worked out and healed in the dream time for some of us. Let's see if there's anything else I can glean from this. I want to say pay attention to the wisdom of your ancestors, whether those ancestors are still in earthly bodies, like your parents or grandparents or spiritual, teachers that you might have in your life, but also pay attention to the wisdom of the ancestors of those who have passed over, and whether that's your genetic ancestry or your spiritual ancestry, like maybe you really resonate with the Lemurian times or the Celtic times or the Native American realm or whatever it might be. I feel like there's ancestors there that by calling upon them for assistance are there to give you some information and some of their wisdom to help you maneuver whatever is going on in your life. All right, let's go ahead and put that back in case somebody else gets it, because we know how that goes, right? If you've watched my videos, you know that sometimes it comes up again and sometimes a third time. So the next stone of choice is the blue opal. Blue opal, people. All right, so what's the special message for this week? For blue opal people. This one's calling my attention. Wait a minute. Okay. I got to pull 2 cards out and then I'm going to muscle test because they were both kind of calling me and I'm not going to look at them. Just going to test card number 1, card number 2, card number 2. Okay. So let me make sure. Is card number 1 for the last stone of choice? No. All right. So this is the one. Oh, moving forward. Okay, so for the blue opal people, you've got moving forward. You're walking across the desert, which is metaphoric, of course, and you're walking towards the sunrise, a new day, a new energy, right? You also have this kind of eagle or phoenix or, a shadow of this bird behind you. So whether it's an eagle or what's the other one? Eagle or... I want to say buzzard. What's the other word for buzzard? And or the phoenix energy that's kind of following you, right? And so there's this guidance, because to me, the birds, so to speak, they're giving guidance, messages, So here we've got that following you. Now it says on the card itself, the first step is taken within our stillness. The first step is taken within our stillness. Now, this person's already walking, so maybe you've already been through a period of stillness and you're now ready to walk forward. And it's okay if you're still in the period of stillness, right? There's no judgment, there's no right or wrong here because we're all on our own individual path. But whether you've just come out of that stillness or you're still in it, you are getting ready to or already have started to move forward, right? Because it does say moving forward. The number 28, I know I didn't look at the number on the other card, but the number 28 equals a 10, which 1 plus 0 is 1, which is initiation and new beginnings, right? So this is really telling us that it's time, or we're getting close to that time. The sun is starting to rise into that new day, to illuminate this new day. So the period of darkness, metaphorically speaking, is no longer. Now the path forward is being kind of illuminated. And we might not be able to see that far ahead, but we're able to see in the present moment what the next steps are. And we know that off here on the horizon is where we're going, even though we don't know what's necessarily there. So again, we're getting ready to move forward here. She's in a blue dress, and so that again highlights the throat chakra, the ear chakras, maybe even the third eye chakra with those different shades of blue colored energy. So speak your truth, listen for the messages, see what spirit is showing you, envision your dream or goal, and get ready to move forward there. That has quite a well, eagles do have wide wingspans. Whether it's an eagle, which is usually about seeing something from a higher perspective, or the vulture, that's the word I was thinking of. Some people call them buzzards, but the vulture actually is kind of ruled by that Plutonian energy. Vultures are about death and rebirth and transformation. And then, of course, we know the phoenix, which is closely sort of related to that vulture energy, is about rising from the ashes, born anew. So whatever bird there you want to go with, they all have a meaningful message attached to it. But just keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on that light that's up ahead and move towards that light. Okay, let's put that back in the deck. And the last stone of choice was, oh yes, the Vesuvianite. All right, so let's give this a little shuffle. And we're asking for the message for this week for Vesuvianite, people. Vesuvianite. Oh, this one wanted to pop right up. It was on the bottom. Key to intimacy. Well, that's interesting. And she's kind of in the shadows here, but she's got a lamp or lantern here, which is starting to illuminate her path. It has the feeling of the Hermit card, right? So the Hermit card is this kind of figure in the shadows or in the dark, but holding the lantern and walking, kind of moving slowly forward, lighting his own way, finding his own inner answers, having a little bit of an inward reprieve, but still kind of slowly moving forward. And on the key to intimacy, it actually says, intimate love is a core need. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves. So there's something right there, right? Intimate love. And we're talking about having that intimate love energy for ourselves. So intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. So sometimes some of us have some relationship karma that we move through in this lifetime, right? I think that's one of the top 3 karmic energy situations that a lot of souls come in with, is this karma regarding relationships. And sometimes it's about learning what love is not, right? And focusing that light on yourselves, right? To have, to shine your inner light, to unconditionally love yourself, unconditionally respect yourself, to support yourself, right? To know that you're enough, and to know that you're good enough, to know that that you deserve all the blessings that life has to offer, which includes love. And if you're currently in a relationship, and this could be other than romantic relationship too, it could be friendship or family as well. But if we're in relationship that isn't equal or meeting our needs, and we don't feel safe, secure, loved, or respected, then we need to first shine that light within ourselves and onto ourselves to find it, the love, to find the love within ourselves, right? It's like the key to intimacy here. And so again, the journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. So some of us, we're getting close to the end of a cycle, right? We're in Aquarius energy. After Aquarius energy, we'll have a lot of, or some planets moving into Pisces at some point. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac until we get to that spring equinox, right? And so when we're in Pisces energy, which is going to be like, until, well, March 19th is when the sun goes into Pisces, right? I mean, February, because it's this week. February 18th, the sun moves into Pisces, but, it'll take some days before Mercury moves into Pisces, and then Venus moves into Pisces, and then Mars moves into Pisces. That'll all happen sometime in March. It still could be sometime in this month of February that Mercury does. But this is where we're then closing out a cycle. We're completing a cycle of energy and tying up loose ends and releasing old karma, hopefully, learning whatever lessons we have to learn so that we can move on and move forward and finding that light within ourselves and loving ourselves as part of these lessons so that we can then take that inner light and shine it outwards to the world and hopefully attract someone who's shining their light in the same way, where there can be a mutual give and take and a mutual love and respect that's occurring. All right, so I hope everybody's enjoyed this weekly intuitive energy forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I really appreciate all of your support and all of your comments. I try to answer them on YouTube as you send them in, and we will meet again next week. And sending lots of love and light and many blessings until that time occurs. Namaste, everyone.